searching for Parker. Police across the city trying to track down a boy with autism. Cooling off.
Imagine your body going from, it's a 35-degree day outside and you fall into cold water.
But staying safe as Calgarians head to the water. And weed warriors.
But having a massive community or volunteer system really helps out.
Tackling a damaging weed in Fish Creek Park.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Ian White.
Good afternoon. Police are asking all Calgarians citywide to take action to find a missing 11-year-old boy. Search efforts are escalating for Parker, who disappeared from a day home in the Cambrian Heights neighborhood yesterday morning. Tyson Fedor is at police headquarters. Tyson, this is an extensive search as Parker Wells has not been seen in nearly 30 hours.
While Ian, Parker Wells was last seen in the community of Thorncliffe about 28 hours ago. It was around 12:30, 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon when he was last seen. Police saying more than 200 officers and 70 search and rescue volunteers are on the hunt to bring Parker Wells back home safely. Now, city police are asking all Calgarians to check their backyards, check your shed, your garage, anywhere on your property where Parker may be. They say he is attracted to water and his parents are going through emotional turmoil at this time. Parker is autistic and nonverbal. Despite him being 11 years old, he functions at a 2 or 3-year-old level. He disappeared initially from his day home in the 0 to 100 block of Connaught Drive Northwest sometime between 11:08 and 11:41 yesterday morning. He was last seen wearing gray shorts with no shirt and black ear-canceling headphones and black sneakers. Today, a major search was initiated with a command post set up at Thorncliffe School. The Calgary Fire Department also searched Nose Hill Creek that runs parallel with Deerfoot Trail. The search radius spans several neighborhoods. Police say it's unusual that he has not been found yet, but investigators believe he is alive and that there was no foul play involved.
If a member of the public does come across him, like our previous release said, please call us. Don't try and engage him. He does get agitated if a stranger approaches him, and we don't want him to be any more scared than he already is. So in that respect, that does complicate things. In terms of predicting his behavior, there really is no way to predict what he may be thinking.
Police answering questions today about a potential Amber Alert in a case like this. They say they're not allowed to issue them as they are provincially regulated for abductions only. So in this case, that would not fall under that criteria. Police are also asking again for every Calgarian to check your doorbell camera footage, CCTV footage on your property to find Parker, and any tips that you may see or have seen him on those videos to submit them to Calgary Police or even give them a call. Ian?
I'm sure a lot of people are thinking about him. Thanks very much, Tyson. No serious injuries in a crash in the city's northwest late this morning. Emergency crews were called at 11:30 to the Nose Hill overpass over Crowchild Trail Northwest. 2 vehicles collided, leaving 1 car on its roof. EMS say 1 person was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. If you're one of many Calgarians looking to beat the heat, you may consider taking a trip down the river. But experts remind us to keep safety top of mind. Tommy Osborne is live at the West Baker Park boat ramp. So, Tommy, what's it looking like out there?
Well, Ian, it's going to be a really busy weekend here. As Lazy Day Raft Rental says, it is already completely booked out for this Saturday. The city of Calgary lifted a river safety advisory 10 days ago, and that advisory certainly slowed down river activity, but it has been picking up again. However, that current is still speedy, so if you're heading out, experts and enthusiasts both say you have to be careful. Top tips include wearing your life jacket, traveling in groups, and being mindful of the heat.
Imagine your body going from, it's a 35-degree day outside and you fall into cold water. Your body can go into cold water shock, which can not only affect your ability to think, but also your musculature.
I see so many people wearing ankle leashes. It is such a huge danger because if you do fall off and your ankle leash gets caught on a rock or a log or anything like that, it can actually hold you underwater.
A Life Saving Society study showed that 1/3 of Albertans drown in rivers, and 55% of drownings happen from May to September, the most popular months for outdoor water-based activities. Ian?
Tommy, thanks very much. And Danielle, not only is it hot and sunny out there, it's a little bit humid too.
Yes, humid. And it will be less humid tomorrow. But right now, yes, it feels like other provinces, BC, Ontario, for example, with all this humidity. So you can tack on about 5, even 6 degrees in many communities in southern Alberta, and that gives you that humidex value. So yeah, it's a toasty one in all ways. Also in the southeast corner, there is a heat warning, and then everywhere else in that lighter yellow is under a severe thunderstorm watch. Calgary is included, although there's nothing tracking towards us right now. There are some cells closer to Caroline, as you can see right here, but those are tracking towards the northeast, which is some good news. But all of southern Alberta has the potential to run into any sort of thunderstorm activity, and it could get to the more severe level. So keep your eyes on the sky for tonight as you head out. 27 degrees is the temperature at the airport. Tomorrow we're looking at starting off the day at 8 a.m. at 20 degrees. So even the morning will be hot, getting up to a high of 30. Less humidity though. There will be a light breeze kicking in, gusting up to 40 kilometers per hour, which will help it along as well. Well, that's your 24-hour forecast brought to you by Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. Family-owned, community-driven. Discover more at Fifth Avenue Volkswagen.
Thanks, Danielle. A family that runs a farm near a proposed data center outside Edmonton have written to the Premier in frustration. The Ionesco family has farmed this land since 1913. The so-called Industrial Heartland Zone was established in 1999, and the Ionescos were allowed to stay. Nearby, there's already an oil refinery and a fertilizer plant. They feel forgotten after Meta was given the go-ahead for the data center.
There was no information, no proposed hall meetings. It just happened. I just want the government and the industry to be responsible and accountable, and for them to know the truth. We're here.
The data center is expected to come online in the next 2 to 3 years. Young people in southern Alberta have the chance to earn a sweet treat for good behavior this summer. Circle K, the Calgary Police Service, the Lethbridge Police Service, and Olds RCMP are partnering to recognize young people making positive contributions to their communities this summer. Operation Freeze will offer complimentary Froster Ice Treat coupons for good deeds. It's meant to create positive interactions between kids and police.
Through our partnership, officers across the communities will have opportunities to connect with youth in a positive, non-confrontational way, helping build trust, strengthen relationships, and encourage community pride.
Coupons are given out for actions like wearing a bike helmet, volunteering, using crosswalks safely, and picking up litter. Great idea on a day like today. Calgary businessman is giving back to students. Still to come, why the scholarship he created honors his grandmother. And international students express how a change by Ottawa will hurt them. Also, if you have a news tip, text us at 10400. International students in Calgary say they've been blindsided after losing a pathway they thought would allow them to stay and work in Canada. Dozens of students gathered this morning outside Calgary's Portage College campus, calling on the federal government to reconsider postgraduate work permit refusals they say have left their futures uncertain. On June 24th, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada updated its website, clarifying that non-credit programs are generally not eligible for the permits. The sudden change is catching students off guard, including Jaspinder Kaur, who graduated just last month. Her family back home in India spent $32,000 for her 2-year business management program with the intention of her building a career in Canada.
I didn't heard any news and I was so shocked. I talked to my lawyer, what I can do next. He said just do the reconsideration. I did that, and yesterday I applied for my judicial review. What I can see now is they are just approving some of the applications and refusing the most of them. We just need the fair decision.
IRCC claims no changes to eligibility requirements were made for postgraduate work permits, and it's committed to communicating with applicants. Portage College also declined to comment, but had previously sent a letter to students earlier this year stating their work permit applications would be eligible so long as they were good-standing students. 15 high school graduates are receiving a scholarship tonight, more for their resilience than academic achievement. The scholarships are in memory of Pal Shergill's grandmother and have been awarded since 2008. Shergill is the head of Prominent Homes and says each student will receive $1,000. His grandmother moved to Canada from India as a single mother with 3 daughters. Her education helped her find a meaningful career that set her family up for success. Now, Shergill is honoring that legacy through the scholarship.
Not necessarily based on grades and academics, but who needs it? And, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to go for tuition, but it could go for books. It could go for somebody going to Satan Mechanics that needs tools. It could go for like helping with transportation or living, but just somebody that needs a leg up and needs an extra hand, and we want to make sure that we pass that forward.
The Memorial Scholarship has grown since it started with just a handful of students in its first year. Danielle, I know some people struggle with the heat. There are many others who really enjoy it, though.
Yeah, yep. I'm built for the heat, but a lot of people, this is far too hot.
Yeah.
If you don't have air conditioning, I don't either. You probably do, but it definitely adds up here. And the thing with humidity is when you get so much moisture in the air, your body can't sweat it out as much. So it makes it even more dangerous when you're looking at the heat. Okay, so we are well above normal at 28 degrees. That's the ambient temperature in Calgary. A normal daytime high for this time of year is 23. So, of course, we're above normal. It's certainly hot. This is just the base temperatures that we're looking at here. I'll show you humidity in just a second. 31 in Brooks, 32 in Drumheller, and 34 in Medicine Hat. Now let's factor in that humidity, and it feels more like 35 in Lethbridge. It feels closer to 39 in Medicine Hat, 37 in Brooks, high 30s in Drumheller, and feeling closer to 34 in Calgary. So yes, it's a hot one. Now what I will say is tomorrow we'll have less humidity. It will still be hot with a high of 30, but less humidity out there. So it won't feel quite as, well, I guess, rough out there. All right, so when you look at what's going on the radar, we have one cell that's starting to bumble up. I'll show you that one in just a second, but there's stateside storms. A lot of this pushing in has been mainly in the form of rainfall, but we are starting to get some activity. It's starting to kick in. You can see along the mountains too, east of Caroline, and then one closer to the east of Cochrane. So let me zoom in here and show you what's going on, because these cells are starting to bubble up. And again, heat, humidity are two very important ingredients for severe storms. We have both in place. We have a couple other things. Some of these are dying out as they track off to the east, which is some good news, but there is the potential that some of these will actually track off and build and intensify. Right now, there is that little cell to the west of Calgary. We may see it move on in here. We have the risk of thunderstorms. Calgary is under a severe thunderstorm watch at this point, and so is much of southern Alberta. And then we have a couple bubbling up here, so I'm going to zoom in here to show you where we're looking at. So basically south of Lomond. It doesn't look like it will impact Lomond. Lomond will get rain, but the storms are tracking to the northeast. So Brooks, you might see some if this starts to intensify as it goes here. Otherwise, it's rainfall. All right, so here's a look at the watches, the warnings, and in place. So Medicine Hat up through Jenner and down through Foremost and many berries to the U.S. border under the heat warning, and that's because it will be hottest there. This is 2 consecutive days with those daytime highs in the low 30s and overnight lows in those mid-teens. And while it will still be hot everywhere else, not quite as hot. So we don't have the warning in place for heat, but we have the severe thunderstorm watch in place. And this is really from Taber, Lethbridge, all the way up towards Calgary and up the mountains. All right, when we look at the future cast, even 10 o'clock at night, there could be storms all the way up towards Calgary from this. So really, there's that potential right up until the midnight hour. Then things clear out. Sunshine for the morning hours, sunshine for the afternoon hours. It should be stable in southern Alberta, except for that southeast corner where we have a chance of thunderstorms. And then Sunday, the system starts to push on in. And this is a system that will bring in a cooler air mass and it will break the heat. So 30 degrees and stable for tomorrow and less humidity. 25 for Sunday, but a good chance of thunderstorms later in the day. And we stay in those mid-20s for Monday and Tuesday as well.
The province says 7 cases of a diarrhea-causing parasite have been reported in Alberta. Provincial officials say 6 of the 7 cases are associated with recent trips to Mexico. None of them are linked to an outbreak in the United States, where nearly 7,000 people have gotten sick with diarrhea that lasts 6 to 7 weeks. The illness is unlikely to be life-threatening and can usually be treated with antibiotics. The Associated Press reports the source of the American outbreak is lettuce from Mexico used at Taco Bell locations in 5 U.S. states. We're getting deeper into construction season, and the area near Stampede Park is busy. Still ahead, some of the changes to traffic with the event center and other buildings under construction. Find out Sunday whether Spain or Argentina wins the World Cup, but there's already one winner, at least. Joining me is Robert Geary, investment advisor with the Popowich Carmali Advisory Group. So, Rob, how did the markets close out the week?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a tough one today again. It was a tough week, and this is the back on the push against semiconductors. So a lot of selling pressure against that side of the market drove the NASDAQ down over, 2% on the week, 1.5% on Friday here. So I think that there's, again, a lot of reports coming out of China that they, can see a lot of these Anthropic or open AI style model language at a much cheaper price. They're also seeing a little bit of price pressure on some of these AI models from the consumers. So I think there's just a lot of, if we start to monetize this, what are the profits going to actually look like due to the amount of cost that are getting spent on it? So yeah, a bit of a tough day. The other side of it is oil spikes here at the end of the day, just on concerns out of what's happening with US-Iran heading into the weekend.
And after a month of World Cup soccer, Adidas is a big winner.
They are the big winner. I mean, this all started back on June 11th, so kind of been tracking how the stocks did between Adidas and Nike. So I'll give you kind of the scorecard here. And Adidas won on the stock side for sure. They're up 6%. Nike was only up 1.4%. Nike kind of went with, let's give the glitzy kind of YouTube videos and get a lot of clicks on that side. And Adidas went with, outfitting 14 different national teams. They're going to get both Spain and Argentina both wearing Adidas kits on Sunday. And so they went with the soccer ball. They went with the FIFA agreement. They went with the 50,000 volunteers and the referee. So everyone is basically wearing Adidas on Sunday. And who the biggest winner was on sales side? Definitely Adidas in the stores. So I'm going to pick them as the winner on that side.
A big month for that brand. Thanks very much. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You too.
Now that the Stampede is over, construction is ramping up again in the city's culture and entertainment district, and that may affect how you get around. Scotia Place is almost a year away from completion, and construction is also underway on a new hotel at Stampede Park. Starting Monday, some roads will be affected by the work. 5A Street will be closed, and there will be lane restrictions on 12th Avenue and Stampede Trail.
But we will see intermittent road closures and lane restrictions for the next few months. And so whether you're coming in August or coming in September, October, visiting the C&E Access Map is really your best way to get real-time, up-to-date information about what's open, what's closed, and the best way to get around, because some of these closures will be in place for a few months.
The website address is map.cedistrict.com if you're going to an event at the Saddle Dome or elsewhere at Stampede Park. The Calgary Municipal Land Corporation recommends taking transit or entering the grounds from the south on 25th Avenue. Search teams continue to look for a missing boy. Here's Tara Nelson with a look ahead to CTV News at 6.
Hi, Ian. More than 200 officers have spent the day searching for 11-year-old Parker Wells. The little boy was last seen at a day home southeast of Nose Hill Park late Thursday morning. We'll have the very latest on the search coming up at 6 o'clock. Also ahead, wildfire smoke from Canada has led the U.S. president to threaten tariffs. We'll have the latest on Ontario and Alberta's fire situation just ahead. Ian.
Thanks, Tara. Tomorrow's a day when you might want to get an early start on doing anything outside, whether it's mowing the lawn or going to the driving range. Right now in Calgary, we are under a severe thunderstorm watch, and it's 28 degrees. Danielle has details still ahead. It's always remarkable when we get up to 30 degrees, right?
And it's moist.
Yes, it is.
Humidity. Okay. All right. Well, base temperature is 28 degrees. It feels more like 33, 34 with that humidity. Tomorrow, less humidity, but the temperature will be a little higher. So it's a hot one, but less, I guess you could say, constricting feeling. I don't know what that feeling is, but I enjoy it. Lots of people don't. I get it. 25 degrees on Sunday. So more reasonable heat Sunday, Monday, Tuesday as we drop into the mid-20s, but it does come with the risk of thunderstorms.
Thanks, Danielle. Volunteers were hard at work today in Fish Creek Provincial Park pulling out invasive weeds by hand. Thesium is a plant that's been newly identified by the province as a prohibited noxious weed. Right now, there's a lot of it in the park, and it thrives close to waterways. Volunteers from Youth Central are helping out by hand pulling the weeds along with their roots. The Friends of Fish Creek Society says it can't use chemicals to get rid of the plants because it could impact the aquatic ecosystem. And it will take a lot of volunteers to help stem the spread of this species.
Without them, we won't be hitting bigger mats of areas in the park. Just because invasive species are everywhere and it's hard to control them if there's only a few of you. But having a massive community or volunteer system really helps out.
Thesium attaches itself to other healthy plants and steals their nutrients. Volunteer coordinators are trying to have as many of the weeds pulled as possible this summer before they go to seed and spread even more. Calgarians can share in the excitement of the World Cup final with a watch party on Sunday. A big screen will be set up on Stephen Avenue at 2nd Street Southwest. The event runs from noon to 4 with kickoff between Spain and Argentina at 1 o'clock. Cavalry FC and Wild FC are involved in the watch party, and there will be several prizes up for grabs. Explore Downtown YYC is hosting the event along with the Calgary Downtown Association. Thanks for joining us. Now here's the early edition of the CTV National News.